Hi there kid fans, it's Louise with you today and I'm sharing a new scrapbook layout. This is a 9x12 and it was inspired by the stripes of this particular pattern paper. So I'm going to crop this black background paper down to a 9x11 and I'm going to cut those strips. Pardon the little intruder here, she likes to get on my desk, but I'm going to cut those strips down, and this is what really inspired this layout. So I really like how these bright colours look on the background of the black, and it's sort of something very different to what I'd normally do, but it was very dark and I didn't know how I was going to actually attack this layout. So I'm playing around and I sort of considered doing some more floral layers to add a bit of colour, but I end up just sticking with this one black and white torn strip with my photo. Now I have to admit, this is not a photo that I particularly like. It is being scrapped because I believe it's an important memory. It's about how my children sit on me when I'm on the couch, having a bit of a time out and a lie down and a rest. They like to sit all over the top of you, and anybody that has children will know that this is the case. But so this is one that hubby snapped, and it's not a great photo. It's not one that I particularly love. It's not very flattering for sure, but it is an important memory. So I find that if I have a particular photo that's not great, by enhancing the layout and really putting it on a layout that I love, that's going to mean that I'm actually going to enjoy that more. So as you can see, I am purely just working around and creating layers behind my photo. I've got a couple of doilies. They are from last month's kit, so if you're lucky enough like me to have a couple left over, that's how I got those on this kit, on this layout this month. I'm also making a little frame, so you can see that I've got that frame that I've cut out, and I'm putting that in my background layers as well. Alright, so it's at this point where I'm pretty happy with my cluster and I start to consider what I want to do in the background. So I am thinking that I'm going to add some of the shimmer colour, so the mixed media part of the kit that came this month. But once I put some white gesso down, so that's what I'm going to do next, is I'm going to dig out my white gesso and just use a spatula, and once I start to spread that around the page, because my gesso has kind of thickened, because it's a really old tub and it's getting to the end, you can see it gives this really interesting textured look, and I just love how this has come out. I love the stripes, I love the black, I love the little bit of white gesso that just adds such an area of interest in that background, but it doesn't overpower anything, and it doesn't, add too much to, take away from the stripes or the layout itself. So this particular page has actually become one of my favorites this month. I'm going to add a few more little embellishments, but I'm keeping it really simple because I just love the way the background looks. So that's my 9x12 for you today. I hope that you enjoyed that. Thank you so much for watching, and of course, if you haven't already, hit that little subscribe button.